You want to learn how to make some char cloth? Stick around and I'll show you. First thing you want to find is a tin that is going to be completely sealed. This one has a pretty good seal. There's no rubber to melt or anything because you're going to heat this up. But what I am going to do now is take my knife and I'm going to puncture one hole just big enough for a vent in the top of the can. The next thing you want to do is, I got an old pair of jeans that don't fit me no more. My butt's getting too big. Just cut yourself up some chunks to the size that you want for your container. I should have sliced this further in half, but this is just for a demonstration. I'll make more later for my kit. Let's stack them in there, seal that off, make sure it's nice and tight. And I am going to be using a propane cooker. Okay, I got it lit, and I have this tin with the one hole in the top. You can just take a nail or your knife like I did, and we're going to just set it over top and let it cook. It's going to heat up inside to where you'll start seeing smoke coming out of that hole. Possibly a little bit of flame. But there's no way oxygen can get into that can. As long as the edges are all sealed. See, now we're getting smoke out of it. I got to get something to take this off, or I'll just shut the flame off and let it cool. Nope, see, now it popped, so it's not. We'll shut this down before we catch fire. Let me grab my knife. It will build pressure in there. That's what it's doing. So I possibly will need another hole in it. But as you can see, it's starting to char that denim. So I'm going to let this cool, and we'll put another hole in it, and hopefully that is enough to vent and not pop the top off. We're going to try this again. Got a motorcycle coming, so it's going to get a little loud. Perfect weather to be out on a bike, but we're still cooking. You may be able to see some of the smoke starting to come out the holes. I made 3 more small ones in there. It popped the top on it again. So what I am going to do is I am just going to hold that lid down with my knife. I do have a regular tin that I use for making char cloth, and I do not know where it went. I have one hole in the top of it, and it works perfectly. It might be just the metal expanding and popping the lid off. And there's your flame, which the flames are not inside the container. These are the gases that are coming off of it from inside, and the paint that's on the can, which I'm trying to stay away from having to inhale this crap. Maybe they'll stay on there by itself now. But my other can is burnt completely black because there's no paint on it whatsoever. So all you would all you would get is that flame coming out. So now that it quit, you don't see the flame much, and there it is again. This is telling me that we're getting close to it being fully charred. And usually whenever it stops smoking, because there's nothing else left in there for it to char, and the paint is virtually burnt off of the tin. We're still getting some gases from inside. And while doing this, like I said, try not to breathe that smoke in because of the paint and anything that was inside the tin that was paint or the line, you know, something that's lined in there. So we ain't seeing any more smoke, just flame. I am gonna shut this gas off, and hopefully we have made char cloth. Okay, it's still hot, but I did manage to get the lid off. But we did make some char cloth, which got a little too hot. Hopefully, I should see how you can see it burning. I should have smothered it further. That's hot. So it's opened too soon. Hopefully we can smother that. I am going to try and cover that hole and let it smother. Okay, it's probably been about 3 to 4 minutes. She's cooled down pretty good. Yeah, she did smother, which is good. And there you go. You don't want to stack it too high because you need to get the air in between the pieces of fabric. But then you find a container to put this in, and I'll kind of show you. I'll set this off to the side. We can use that later. And I'm going to get my ferro rod and show you that you can use it, that it works perfectly. Like I said before, take your ferro rod and clean off the oxidation and throw some sparks on there. And as you can see, I'll pan it in, you can see how well it starts to burn. If you I'm blowing on it. You put that inside a tinder bundle, and all you need is a small spark to get it going. Well, and there you have it. That's how you can make yourself some char cloth. It can be done out in the woods, like I was showing in my fire starting kits. So one of those little tins, snuff tins. And if you have some fabric that you can spare, you can make yourself some char cloth right in your campfire. But if you like the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and not the finger. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Click the bell notification. That'll give you 3 options. Click all. That'll let you know when my next videos are posted. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like to see. And as always, hope to see you out in the woods. Bye.